Down is Republican Congressman from Colorado, Ken Buck. I'll start there. If an aid package is sent to you guys that includes both Israel and Ukraine funding together, will you vote for it?
I don't really answer those questions until I see it, but I am predisposed to vote for Ukraine funding, and I am predisposed to vote for Israel funding. In fact, overwhelmingly disposed to vote for Israel funding. So I'm anxious to see it, and I think I would be a yes on something like that.
So, Congressman, let me also ask you about what's been going on in your conference. What happened in that meeting today?
Well, last night we had a candidate forum. We heard from both candidates. Today we had a vote, and Steve Scalise got 113 votes. Jim Jordan got 99 votes. There were 3 votes that were present, and then there were 8 votes for other candidates.
Who did you vote for?
I voted present.
You voted present. So what does that mean for Scalise's ability, or anyone, or Jordan potentially, their ability to get the magic number?
So there, right now, my understanding is that Steve Scalise is 7 votes away from, he has 7 hard no's and he has 7 undecideds. I am in the undecided category. He is now working to meet with each of those 14 individuals and try to move them over. When he gets to 217, we will then move to the floor and have a vote.
So when he meets with you, what are you going to tell him?
Well, I have 3 issues that I want to know about. I asked last night, will you unequivocally and publicly state that the election, the 2020 presidential election, was not stolen? He didn't answer that question very clearly, and Jim Jordan didn't answer that question very clearly. The second issue I have is what is the spending number that we're all going to agree on? It doesn't have to be my number, but I think if we're going to go and move forward with appropriations bills, we need to know what that number is. And the third question I had is, will you put Ukraine funding on the floor? I understand that he wants to see a plan from President Biden, but even if the plan doesn't meet his expectations, will he put the vote on the floor so the rest of us can vote on that issue?
Why don't you think they're going to commit to, I mean, the other 2 spending numbers is got to be negotiated, so I can understand the delay to get you that. Ukraine funding on the floor, there's obviously so much division. Something as simple as saying the 2020 election wasn't stolen, why don't you think either one of those gentlemen can commit to that?
I think there is a large group of Trump followers in this country that would disagree with that, and there would be a political penalty for saying such a thing.
Got it. When do you expect there to be a vote for Speaker?
I expect there to be a vote for Speaker when Steve Scalise gets to 217 and not a moment before. Do you think that's going to be today,
tomorrow, this week, next week?
I'm hoping, based on the timing right now, I would think tonight or tomorrow we would have a vote on the floor.
How do you feel about the state of the conference right now, the state of the party?
You know, I feel a lot better than I did last week, honestly. I think getting everybody into one room and feeding everybody and talking about the necessity for unity was really effective. And I think people will come together behind Steve Scalise.
Congressman Ken Buck, thank you very much. And let us remind Steve Scalise as he goes to meet with you, you want to know the 2020 election was not stolen, for him to say it. You want a spending number, and you want a promise to bring Ukraine funding to the floor. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us as always.
Thank you.